Welcome to Too Much with Denise Love Hewett. We are doing another solo episode today. I have been a professional DJ for 15 years and sort of crazy. And I recently wrote about what DJing has taught me about life. And so I'm going to share that with all of you. I often joke that nightclubs raised me, but there's more truth to that than punchline. I spent every weekend of college going out in Manhattan, moving from divey exclusive dance floors to fancy bottle service velvet roped rooms, drawn to the energy like a moth to a disco ball. My first job after graduation, running a legendary famous New York nightclub. From behind the scenes and eventually to the DJ booth, nightlife became my second higher education. One that has shaped a massive part of my identity. And if you had told me when I first started DJing that it would become a masterclass in happiness, energy, and human nature, I probably would have laughed it off because in the beginning it was just a fun hobby, a creative escape. I think I was influenced by societal norms and the quiet judgment of my family. I didn't fully understand the value of the medium until the wisdom it shed became too hard to ignore. Being a DJ is like being an anthropologist. We get to witness people in their most animal state, dancing, drinking, flirting, sweating. Inhibitions are down, honey. The dance floor pulses. It's sexy. It's sticky. And it's so unbelievably human. And in that chaos, there is something sacred. It's a window into what we all crave beneath the performance of our everyday lives. Connection, freedom, release. Nightclubs are far from frivolous. Nightlife is where culture begins before it breaks the surface. Dancing isn't just something we do for fun. It is primal. Cavemen danced around fires to mark time, to mourn loss, and to summon spirits. That instinct lives on. There is something ancient in our need to move together, in rhythm, in sync. And historically, the club has been so much more than a place to party. It has been a sanctuary. A space for the marginalized to feel seen, safe, and sovereign in their bodies. Queer communities, artists, outcasts, they've always found freedom at the club. Drag culture, voguing, house music, entire cultural movements were born and nurtured in the club long before they became mainstream. The club is holy for those that don't fit in. It's where masks come off, and it's part of why I love it so much. Because in a world that constantly asks us to shrink, to sanitize ourselves, to soften our glow, to make others more comfortable, nightlife dares us to be more expressive, more embodied, more real. On the dance floor, there's no need to edit or explain. You just move. You just be. It is one of the few honest places left. And here's what it taught me. First and foremost, we are connected. Interdependence has never been more clear than at the club. In the trailer of We Become One, The Power of Shared Musical Experience, which is a new documentary by Pioneer DJ, they talk about how humans evolved in a specific fashion. Our neurons actually fire in sync when we're dancing to the same beat in the same room. So beneath the noise of our individual stories, there's a shared rhythm we move to. I have felt a room breathe in sync to a beat drop. I have felt the moment we all become one big moving organism. We might come to the club alone, but we rarely leave that way. Because music, when curated with intention, collapses the illusion of separation. DJing helped me learn how to set boundaries. Whether it's men hitting on me or people making song requests, I've learned to stop people pleasing and hold my own. DJing forces you to stand in yourself energetically and physically. It taught me the power of saying no. and the grace of saying yes when I genuinely want to. That lesson alone has reverberated through every part of my life. DJing has taught me how to read the room, not just its movements, but its undercurrents. DJing teaches you to listen to what's not being said. You become fluent in the subtle shifts, the energy of a crowd, the build of anticipation, the exact moment when a space wants to go deeper. It's emotional literacy at scale. That level of emotional attunement has only deepened my ability to be relational in real life. It has taught me that awe and flow are always available if we know how to tap in. When I'm fully present behind the decks, time dissolves. I become a channel, the ego disappears, and something bigger takes over. That state is healing, not just for me, but for everyone I'm holding space for. And DJing is my way into a consistent flow state and a portal into awe. Every time I get to that flow state in a set, it's just what you're always chasing, like that just moment of something bigger than yourself. And I am so content in those moments. DJing has taught me how to create containers for release. And that's what a set really is. It's an energetic story with arcs, a sacred space, a sacred journey. People are desperate to feel. And when we give them permission, we allow them to show up however they need most. And the gift of my job is creating an emotional landscape where people can soften, they can celebrate, they can grieve, they can exhale, sometimes all on the same night. Being a DJ has taught me about leadership, and not the performative kind, but the kind rooted in intuition. Because real leadership is knowing when to hold, when to push, when to surprise, when to be silent. It's about creating movement, not commanding it, about sensing the moment and moving it forward with care. And above all, it has taught me about alignment. That when I am in integrity with myself, when my expression, energy, and purpose are synced, the people respond. Doors open, people listen, they're present, magic happens. And DJing has never just been about the music for me. It's been a blueprint for how to live. It's about presence, cultivating connection, and honoring our shared humanity. I've spent the past 15 years mastering the art of energy, timing, and knowing when to drop the truth. And so what started on the dance floor has evolved into something bigger, which is creating safe and joyful spaces through music, conversation. The medium may change, but the mission is always the same, which is connection, liberation, and unapologetic self-expression. And so whether you're listening to me here or you come to a set, I hope you feel that. I hope you can realize that there's untold or little secret lessons in everything that we do. And 15 years into this, reflecting on it, I took for granted how much it has taught me. And it feels really nice to have a skill that I've been doing for so long that it keeps teaching me new things. And it's crazy to do so for 15 years and feel like you're just getting started. And that's the beauty of following the things we love, is that they continue to give to us over a really long time. See you guys next week.